The following message is transmitted at the request of the Gunnison County Sheriff Department. An unknown object has crashed somewhere in northern Gunnison National Forest within the past half hour. The object caused a small earthquake upon impact, and there are no reports of damage or injuries in the town of Gunnison. As authorities take precautions in locating the area of impact, the object may be space junk and it is unknown if it is harmless. Those living in the northern sections of Gunnison National Forest are to remain indoors until the situation can be assessed. It is unknown if more objects may fall from the sky. If so, get away from falling objects as soon as possible. If you find the object before civil authorities do, report your location and information about the object to the Gunnison County Sheriff Department. Do not approach or touch the item. This message was transmitted per request of the Gunnison County Sheriff Department.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Gunnison Police Department. Tri-State Generation has reported an incident at a power plant just west of the city within the past 10 minutes. This incident has resulted in a massive power outage to residents of Gunnison. Authorities with Tri-State Generation are working to restore power at this time. Until then, residents are asked to prepare flashlights until the situation is assessed. 911 services to police, fire and EMS is still working, but residents are advised to contact emergency services through cellular phones as landline service has some disruptions. Remain alert to later statements from local officials and news information on this developing situation. This message was transmitted per request of the Gunnison Police Department.
Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm. Beats all you never saw, been.
The following is a civil danger for the town of Gunnison. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Gunnison Police Department and the Colorado National Guard. A mysterious and dangerous event is occurring in the town of Gunnison, Colorado. At around 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, two mysterious creatures began to appear in the town and are believed to be extremely dangerous. One of the creatures appears to be an alien-like creature about 6 feet tall, had dreadlocks and a mask, and appeared to contain weapons that could cause severe damage. The second creature appeared to be an alien-like creature about 7 to 8 feet tall, had skeleton features and a long tail, and a long-shaped face with what appears to be fangs or teeth for a face. A civil danger exists in the town and residents are urged to remain indoors for your safety. Due to the existing danger, these creatures may cause great injury or death to civilians. Stay away from these creatures. If you are confronted by these creatures, immediately take shelter inside a sturdy building. Do not use weapons towards these creatures as they may attack you. Remain alert for later statements on this dangerous situation.
Pete! Hey, Pete! Stop it! Pete, stop it! Pete! Pete! Hey! Oh my God! Don't show it to me. Don't even show it to me. I think...
We interrupt your programming. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. A nuclear attack is occurring against the United States. At approximately 12:05 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, a nuclear missile from an unknown origin was launched against the United States and appears to be on a direct course for the western United States. While it is not determined where the initial location of impact may occur, those in the states of Nevada, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, Nebraska, and Kansas are urged to seek a fallout shelter now. Prepare an emergency kit of clothing, food, water and medical supplies, and have a battery-operated radio or television for your stay in a shelter. If you are unable to evacuate, take shelter in an interior room, preferably on the lowest floor of your home, and place as many objects between you and the outside. Make sure to turn off all electricity and gas. Board up all windows and doors. Until the impact has occurred, remain in shelters until an all clear is given. The President will be speaking shortly on all stations within the next half hour. As for now, refer to later statements on this dangerous situation and follow necessary emergency action when later requested.
This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast and cable stations shall transmit this emergency action notification message. We have interrupted programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air to provide news and information to the public in assigned areas.
This is KUTV. This station will continue to serve the Salt Lake City area.
If you are not in this area, you should tune your television or radio to a station providing news for your area.
You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Salt Lake City area.
Do not use your telephone. The telephone lines should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated.
This is a civil danger update on the dangerous situation in Gunnison, Colorado. The civil danger to residents of Gunnison, Colorado is still in effect. Civil authorities along with the Colorado National Guard are urging residents to evacuate the town of Gunnison immediately. Those who are unable to evacuate the town can meet in the center of the town, where an air evacuation will be underway in the next few hours. Bring items such as clothing, medical supplies and water, if you are heading to the air evacuation site. If you want to evacuate the town, and have means to evacuate, do so now. More alien-like creatures appear to exist in portions of the town. Do not confront these creatures by any means necessary. 911 service to landline and cellular phone is disrupted at this time. If you or someone has a medical emergency, medical treatment can be received from numerous medical stations in the middle of the town. Stay tuned for later updates on this ongoing dangerous situation.
The following message is transmitted from the United States government. An explosion resulting from a nuclear attack against the United States has occurred in the town of Gunnison, Colorado. At around 4:57 a.m. Central Standard Time, a nuclear missile impacted the town 133 miles southwest of Denver. Fallout is a major concern for residents along the west and midwestern states, and effects from the release of these radioactive materials can have deadly effects to humans. Those living in the state of Colorado, eastern Utah, western Kansas, northwestern Oklahoma and northern Texas should have taken the necessary precautions and are in fallout shelters. Otherwise, those taking refuge in homes are urged to remain indoors. Residents should have turned off electricity and gas, boarded up windows and doors, and taken shelter indoors or in a fallout shelter. An all clear will be given once fallout is no longer a risk to civilians. It is unclear if more attacks will occur elsewhere. This is KCBD. This station will continue to serve the Lubbock area.
If you are not in this area, you should tune your television or radio to a station providing news for your area.
You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Lubbock area.
Do not use your telephone. The telephone lines should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated.